What's up, guys? It's me again, Alternative Voice. I figured I'd just give a quick overview as to why I dislike Donald Trump so immensely. Okay, first off, let's talk about his first term. Term number one, numero uno. He mishandled the coronavirus and over 1 million Americans died. That is more deaths than pretty much all our wars combined. Okay? He has he lies constantly. He tells an average of 21 lies each day. He has, you know, undermined the electoral process and the people's faith in it by his whole "Stop the Steal" campaign. But that's just the beginning. You know, in his first term, he had the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. He totally, you know, he called in a few good people and appointed them to various positions, and then drove them all out with his childish stupidity and narcissism. And he not only proved to be one of the worst presidents and probably the worst president in U.S. history, but also the worst ex-president. The classified documents at Mar-a-Lago and his increasingly yelling and screaming about how the election was stolen from him. It just gets worse and worse, people, you know? And oh yeah, there was a big bill that was meant to crack down on illegal immigration. It was going to hire more security for the border, you know, set up checkpoints and all that good stuff. There was only one problem: Donald John Trump. He told the Republicans to axe the bill, and they did. And you know what? You see, that just goes to show it's only going to get worse from here, people. And after winning in 2024, his destruction has only increased to levels beyond what most people thought possible. I can imagine quite a bit, and I put nothing past that man. You know, this is going to be ugly, people. You know, this time he has appointed loyalists, and and a lot of them have proven to be very incompetent, such as Pete Hegseth and RFK Jr. And Pam Bondi will suck Donald Trump's dick no matter what he says or does. Oh yeah. And there's also the incompetent Marco Rubio, who is now our Secretary of State. You know, I do agree with Donald Trump on one thing. That title, Little Marco, is very fitting. Donald Trump called it right. Marco Rubio is a little man. Utterly pathetic. And not only that, his tariffs have driven wedges between allies, and elsewhere it's like he's eliminating our soft power and letting China rise and rise and rise and rise. I mean, you know, oh yeah. He has China, Japan, and South Korea working together. Wow. That's a pretty impressive accomplishment. Well, it is an impressive accomplishment, as in he got them working together. That's pretty bad. And he has stopped all aid to Ukraine. Ukraine is not getting the support it needs to fight against Russia, and China is watching. This is a great time for them to jump on Taiwan. A great time. Anyhow, his disastrous foreign and domestic policies have just caused a rift. And I mean, he told Walmart to eat tariffs. Sounds like Marie Antoinette saying, let them eat cake. Also, he has put the U.S. on the Human Rights Watch list. And unfortunately, I have to agree with that. It is right. The U.S. is now rightly there. because the U.S. government is just violating people's human rights left and right. No pun intended. But with all these deportations and all that stuff, yet he's, despite all these deportations and shit, and all the Islamophobia he claimed to espouse, he is going to import, not deport, El Chapo's family. Not only that, he pardoned, of all people, Larry Hoover, the founder of the Gangster Disciples. You know, I just don't know what this guy is going to do anymore. He's really unpredictable and quite insane. But the more insane, unpredictable, and unhinged he is, the more his supporters seem to love him. And he has just created a very toxic environment in the United States of America. Our economy was the envy of the world, according to the Wall Street Journal. And now we're headed to, and before Trump's 100 days were up, we were already headed towards a recession. You know, I'm just an autistic guy here, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm doing my part in the fight against Donald Trump and MAGA. MAGA must be purged from this country forever. And it's up to us, the people, to rise up and take back what's ours. And I want this done peacefully. We need to go to demonstrations. We need to write our congressmen. We need to make YouTube videos, sign petitions, and all that stuff. I am not advocating violence here, people. Quite the opposite. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. There is more stuff I could say about Donald Trump, but that's enough for now. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all. Peace.